Be sure to subscribe for more content.
What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the BigBC Finance Channel. I hope you're having a very lovely day today. So in this video, we're going to be talking all about Jasmy and why I think the price is going to explode in the near future. Of course, I'll be giving you my price targets for Jasmy, so be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Of course, before we get started in this video, if you are looking to trade or buy cryptocurrencies, then I highly recommend the MEXC exchange. This is the exchange that I've been using now for the longest time, and just some of the reasons why I have been doing that is because they have some of the lowest fees on the market for buying and selling cryptos. They have a really wide range of cryptocurrencies available. They tend to list some of the lower market cap cryptos before the larger exchanges do, such as Binance. And of course, on top of all that is no KYC required in order to open an account as well. So you can just get started down today with the link down below. It's really quick to open an account. And if you do use that link down below, then you do get a further reduction on some of the spot fees that they charge. So be sure to sign up for MEXC Exchange if you're looking to trade cryptos. Now, having said all that, let's get back into this video and let's talk all about Jasmy and what we see here on this chart. Now, it's wild to think that if we go through Jasmy's history, that Jasmy was probably one of the worst performers throughout the whole of cryptocurrencies for any crypto that has a project that's still going. Have a look at this. Like, if I scroll all the way back down to 2021, we can see that Jasmy has at 36 cents at the end of 2021. And even before the end of 2021, I do believe that Jasmy was trading above $1. I don't think it shows it on here because Binance only listed Jasmy at the end of 2021, and therefore we don't see more price data. But I do remember it trading above $1. So that makes this drop from its highs at above $1 all the way down to around the $0.002 dollar mark here at its all-time low, makes it a 99.8% drop. Probably one of the worst performing cryptos that's currently still going. But having said that, it did make for some amazing gains. Just out of the blue in February, we saw this massive rise in Jasmy's price. And from its all-time low, we're sitting at currently 7 or 8x from there. So, you know, the price has managed to hold up well above its all-time lows. And just to show you how well the price of Jasmy is holding up, let's have a look at something similar, GameStop. If we go on the GameStop chart, now this is the other end of the spectrum of what we see happen when we see a price pump extremely fast. GameStop there went from a low of just under $10 all the way to $64 in a matter of days. That's pretty similar to what we saw with Jasmy. However, the difference here with GameStop is that as soon as it got to these highs, we saw sellers kick in and massively dump their shares. We saw a lot of selling pressures, and even though on the 1 hour chart we did see some intraday recoveries, we saw buyers come in to try and step up the price once again. However, sellers were just in charge all the way down, and now we can see the pre-market for GameStop here is at 21. So if we draw something similar on here, we see that we're around 57% down from its high there just a few days ago on GameStop, and additionally around 66% if you consider the pre-market price. So this is what we could potentially see when the price zaps up. And on top of that as well, if we draw a line from where its 2024 high is to where the price is currently sitting at around now, you can see that it's only been around a 25% drawdown here in Jasmy. I do think this coin has been a very, very strong performer since the start of 2024. For example, if we compare it to even something like Ethereum, for example, and we check the drawdown of its 2024 high there, we can see that Ethereum actually lost a similar amount of value. Now, of course, we'd expect the higher cap cryptocurrencies to lose less value from their 2024 highs than lower capped cryptocurrencies. So for Jasmy to be on a similar level to Ethereum here is really quite remarkable, and just shows the strength of Jasmy at its current price and how buyers are keeping the price up like this. Now, another bullish thing that I noticed here on Jasmy as well is the price volume relationship. The volume down here basically shows us whether buyers or sellers are in charge of this price movement here on Jasmy. Now, of course, we are 5x up, and now the big question is, what do the buyers and sellers here on Jasmy want to do? And at first glance, it looks like the price is holding extremely well in this area. It looks like it's kind of consolidating a little bit between its 2024 high there around 20 I'm just going to call that 2.7 cents there, and it's low there at around 15 cents. So the price has shot up 567x and has kind of been consolidating in this price pattern here. Now, of course, if we have a look at the volume, it's actually quite bullish, because if things are bearish here on Jasmy, we would expect to see an increase in volume as the price falls like this. But have a look down here at the volume. There is a very slight increase at the start as the price starts to fall. But as you can see, the volume actually trends downwards as the price is falling there on Jasmy. There isn't a notable increase in volume as the price goes down. Now, of course, there isn't a notable increase as the price goes up as well. So that's something to note. But we aren't seeing that bearish selling pressure at the moment. The sellers are definitely not in charge here on Jasmy, but neither are the buyers. So this is quite a fairly solid consolidation range. And therefore, if it's a consolidation range, we do want to be checking out for price patterns. And now something that is just clear to me is a price pattern that looks potentially like this. If we connect the lows and connect the highs, it's not good. The support line here for Jasmy isn't perfect, but we can do something like this since it connects quite a few of the low there's, all except this one, this outlier here that I'm just going to circle. Apart from that one there, we can see that for the rest of them, this line kind of very well encompasses the price action here on Jasmy since that initial 5x pump. And as you can see, the price has come to touch this support line on at least 4-5 different occasions there. Of course, we did see a breakdown below it, but then it was swiftly recovered back above the support line there. So we can say that this was some sort of whipsaw there, but now we're still back in this range. And of course, to me, this is looking like some sort of triangle. Of course, exciting times, because a triangle could mean that we see a breakout to the upside. And of course, if we just draw what our price target might look like from a breakout to the upside, let's say we break out in the next few days, for example, we can see that the price target for us is going to be a 54% in the upwards direction. Now that will take the price of Jasmy to around 3.7 cents. Now that would be a bullish case scenario. On the off chance that we do see a price breakdown, so the support no longer holds and the price starts to fall below it, then we could see prices head back down to where they were before. Of course, this would be the inverse. It's not a 276% drop, but it would take the price down to around half a cent there. So back to where it was before that pump. So that is the implication of such a triangle. Of course, at the moment, things are looking bullish here on Jasmy. Of course, we can loosely define what this bullish trend here on Jasmy may look like just by drawing this trend line that connects the lows of Jasmy since the start of 2024. And we can see that the direction of Jasmy here is relatively bullish. Of course, we have this trend line on the screen now. So over the next few days, we want to be monitoring what the price does here and whether Jasmy can keep up this bullish trend by using this trend line as a support here. If it can't, obviously, then we may see a bearish scenario here on Jasmy, but things are looking fairly decent for Jasmy here. Of course, for potential resistances, I do expect a resistance here at this 2.7 cent level, just because, you know, that was the top of 2024. And if we have a look at its historical data, we can see that it was the level of a top right around mid 2022 there. So quite a significant price level there. Of course, if we're able to break through that 2.7 cent level, which we should if this triangle breaks out to the upside, then I would expect another major resistance to lie around this 4.8 cents level. Now, of course, like I say, the price target from a triangle would have been at around the 3.7 cents level. But if we do see bullish price action here on Jasmy, there's no reason why it cannot continue higher. And of course, one level that I'm particularly looking at in order to take some profits is this 4.8 cents level. Now, if the price of Jasmy is able to continue going above that, then we might see the price touch here. And this would be my next target, a massive 8.5 cents here on Jasmy. Of course, as you can see, I'm just using the price levels from where the previous highs were back in 2022. And if we go zoom in on this data just a little bit, you can see my reasoning further explained. As you can see, the price uses it as a support and a resistance on multiple occasions. So this trend line here and also this trend line here. And finally, if we're able to break through this 8.5 cents level, then I do think we could see our next level there at 12 cents. Now, of course, this is just a very bullish, optimistic. Now, of course, these are just levels that could provide a resistance here if Jasmy got to those levels. But first, we do want to see Jasmy break out this consolidation range. Now, this is on the 1-day chart. So, you know, this could take a week. This could take even a month for it to play out. But I do expect the result to be to the upside. Now, that's just because we're following a bullish trend here on Jasmy. But as you can see, we're already here in July where my cursor is right now, and that could still mean that we're in this triangle. So we do have to be patient with this one, guys. Of course, like I say, this could break out tomorrow, or it could break out within a month or so. And we could just see Jasmy consolidate within this small range here for a fair while. So just take it easy, guys. Keep your eyes on the charts here on Jasmy. Draw the lines yourselves if you fancy it. A support line to connect the lows here on Jasmy, and a resistance line to connect the two highs. And you do have yourself a nice triangle. And of course, if you do see the price get close to this resistance or support, then do keep your eyes peeled for any nice trades to be made here on Jasmy. But having said that, that's pretty much all I have to say here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do let me know down in the comments which cryptos you want me to cover on this channel. And until next time, guys, take care.